Good day Danao City and good day Philippines. What a warm morning for us today. Well, I'm glad that it's already warm outside because this past few days we experienced rainy day due to typhoon. And today it's April 16, 2022 and it is Black Saturday. For today's video, we're gonna talk about the different practices around the world, but I only chose 5 among many. These are shifting cultivation, subsistence agriculture, commercial farming, commercial gardening, and the last which is plantation farming. Now, these practices may sound peculiar to you, but you don't have to worry as we are going to tackle a brief background of what these practices are, and I'm going to share my experiences as well to one of these practices. So what are you waiting for? Come and join me. What is agriculture? Agriculture was the beginning of civilization and it continues to be very essential and play a vital role in our lives now. While the importance of agriculture may be greater in some countries than in others, the reality is that every country relies on agriculture in some manner to survive. Agriculture has been linked to the production of food crops for decades. Agriculture, on the other hand, is important for reasons other than farming. Forestry, fruit farming, beekeeping, arbitrary, mushroom, dairy, and so on have all evolved from it. Hence, agriculture is critical to the economy's long-term viability and growth. Subsistence agriculture is primarily concerned with survival. In this method, trading and selling goods as well as conducting a business are given little or no attention. I can still recall our house before where there is a vacant lot and my mother, who loves planting and has a lot of ways how to take care of a plant, decided to occupy the area. As a family of 7 in whose area is kilometer far from the city, it is advantage for us for it is less expensive since we don't need to pay any transportation, and if we need something, we can look at in our backyard. The second practices is also known as slash and burn agriculture. This method is prevalent in countries such like South America, Central and West Africa, and Southeast Asia. Here in the Philippines, shifting cultivation is locally known as kaingin. The same place from the subsistence agriculture where a fire was created intentionally. It rendered the people in our community as there was a thick black smoke appearing in the sky, and only to find out that the fire was created intentionally by the farmers due to the reason that according to them, it will help cultivate and fertilize the soil. But from my personal evaluation, the soil was not fertilized at all, and it is hard. The third practices is commercial farming. In commercial farming, crops and livestock are produced in a large scale and grown in huge farms using machinery, irrigation methods, chemical fertilizers, and other technologies. Countries such as the United States, China, India, and Russia are often cited as the main producers of major cereals and vegetable crops. Philippines, on the other hand, is also an exporter of banana, mango, pineapple, coconut oil, and etc. The second to the last practices is called commercial gardening. Commercial gardening involves the production of fruits, vegetables, and ornamental crops on small plots of land. This made me remind of my junior high school friend who is now on overseas, who oftenly posts her succulent plants in social media. I have known her as a person who loves ornamental plants as well as her family in here who loves planting and has a nickname of Plantita and Plantito. What's amazing in this is that she earns money from her passion. The last agricultural practices is called plantation farming or plantation agriculture. Plantation farming is a form of commercial farming where crops are grown for sale and profit. Some crops are sold as raw materials to manufacturing industries. In plantation agriculture, single yields of tea, sugarcane, espresso, elastic, cotton, and bananas develop in huge fields. In line with this, Philippines is an exporter of banana, particularly Cavendish, which is the most widely planted banana variety in the Philippines. Now that you have met and gathered ideas about what are the different agricultural systems that are practiced around the world, I am inviting everyone, may it be a child, a teenager, or a youngster, I am inviting all of you to start planting in your own home, even if you only have a small plot intended for this. a simple planting of fast-growing vegetables will not just have an impact to our environment, but also have an impact to us because it can help us reduce our expenses. Especially now that the gas price is increased and so as the vegetables price, so it is best to find alternative ways to address this problem. So, that's all for today. I am Aliana May Barangan from BS in Social Studies once a day saying, start planting. Bye!